gentlemen, we've got 1:13 left. The learning target today, ladies and gentlemen. Learning target today is I can identify the importance of our ice age migration through the Bering Strait. And the aim, again, the question you're all answering with your beautiful opinions. How did the ice age humans get to the Americas? How did they get from here all the way to here? How did that happen? Take your guess. Write down your guesses. All right? Write it down. Write it down. Spill it out. What you think? What you think? I want to see what you think. Oh, about what? All right, ladies and gentlemen, now is your time to discuss. I can't hear anything. I want to hear people talking. Yes, ma'am. Let me give you a couple more. Let me give you a couple more seconds. This is a tough one, so I'm going to give you a little bit more time. About 30 more seconds. Give about 10. 5. And 3, 2, 1, silence. So I got one hand up. Come on, people, let me see some. What you think? How did they get from here to here? How did that happen? Take a guess. Get those hands up. I'm seeing nice hands. I even have hands from every area. You ready? Because I'm calling you, because I love seeing the original. Oh, I love it. You want to go for it? I love it. Here we go. Giselle, go ahead. Boats. I got boat. Farmer side.
Bridge.
Say again?
Bridge.
Bridge. Okay. Monoleaguer. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I'm hearing a lot of voices. I just want to hear monoleaguer right now. Go ahead. Water was -2 degrees. So when it's -2 degrees, what happens to it? It freezes. So you're saying frozen water. What about frozen water? Shh. What? They walked across the ice. Okay. I want 2 more, and that's it. I want to hear Jose, and I want to hear, 3 more. So, okay, go. What's that? Travel on ice, okay? You gotta speak, I'm sorry, speak clearly.
The one on a boat of ice.
They made a boat out of ice? They fashioned a boat out of ice. Okay. Ice boat. These were industrious people, right? Creative people. Angermonte. I want to hear it. Bianca. They used a bicycle. Camels. They rode camels. And Angermonte. Last one. Can you summarize it?
She said.
No? Yeah, I'm going to be inappropriate. No? It's too long. Alright. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Alright. We'll discuss your answer later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for vocab. 2.5 minutes. Miss Lewis, can you help me with this thing? So in the meantime, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Age.
We're gonna watch a movie.
Got it. I'm the only voice right now. So the Ice Age, ladies and gentlemen, cold periods during which glaciers covered much of the Earth. The last Ice Age ended about 10,000 years ago. So while you're writing this, listen up. An Ice Age is cyclical. That means it goes around and around. So right now, we're at a warm period. But this particular Ice Age, where mankind traveled to the Americas, was not the only Ice Age that's happened in our Earth history, okay? There will be another one. Thousands and thousands of years from now, okay? Like I said, cyclical. That's the way. Why? Excellent question. The answer, that's just the way it is. Climate shifts. Brian, that's enough. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the Bering Land Bridge between Russia and Alaska. So, Russia and Alaska. The arrows to indicate that it's around, it's connected. We'll talk. Between Russia and Alaska, the land was exposed when the waters of the Bering Strait receded. Receded meaning to go back. Think my hairline. Okay? Oh. Okay.
You got those on.
Next up. Alternative is two or more possibilities or course of action. Bless you.
Thank you.
So I just said bless you to shine. The alternative is, I could have not said bless you. Another action. Okay, an alternate action. Or an alternate universe. That's enough. Okay. Clovis points, ladies and gentlemen, resembles a large spearhead and first found in New Mexico. And the last one, ladies and gentlemen, millennia, is a period of time equal to 1,000 years. So 1 millennia is 1,000 years.
Wow.
If you guys, we'll give you, this is a lot, so I will give you a little bit extra time. But remember that the vocab is always on your reading. Okay? Lewis.
So what we're going to do? How do we know? What do we do? That's it. Those are the things.
Give you a little more time. 30 seconds. If you didn't finish it, keep writing. And if you don't finish, it's okay. It's on the reading. Give you 15 more seconds. Wow, 15 seconds.
You're not even trying. Why are you not trying?
What? You're going to get those, right? You want to make sure you get those. 3.
Miss Rose, why don't you go?
I'm sorry. Okay. So 3.
No.
Guys, it's on the reading. 3, 2, 1. So Ice Age.
The movie, yay.
Yeah. Right? Frozen wastelands or tundra. Big animals. Crummy movie. Right? Next up. So the Bering Land Bridge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the majority of our lesson is happening today.
What?
You know about the Bering Land Bridge? Come on up and tell me about it. Oh. Okay, thank you. Shh. So, the Bering Land Bridge, right? This is connecting Asia to North America. So, basically what we're seeing is Russia now and Alaska, okay? So the idea is that during the Ice Age, right? Snow, water, rain, all that comes from the ocean rising, right? So it comes from the ocean, rains down or snows down upon the land. Now, during this period of time, it was so cold that glaciers, right, formed on land.
What?
How tall do you think these glaciers got to? Size?
Size of you.
Size of me. I know I'm big, but no, much bigger. Mountains. So, like, give me a measurement.
Mountain size.
Mountain size. What you think? 1,000 yards. Try one, like a whole mile, right? Glaciers, the size of a mile. So, we've got the ice, right? Forming on land. So when that happens, what happens to the ocean? What happens to the water on the sides? What happens? Tsunami?
Because it becomes a thick layer of ice.
Thick layer of ice, so that does freeze. What else? When it freezes, what happens? Think my hairline. What happens?
Goes back.
It goes back, right? It recedes. Just like that. So that's what happens. So check this out. The ice is forming here. The oceans are retreating, receding, right? So that created, or what was found under the water, was land. So people traveled across this land from one place to another, from one continent to another. Okay? A lot of people most frequently think that they walked across the ice. Yeah, no. I mean, people did travel across the ice, but
They'll die.
potentially, certainly. Okay? Yeah, right on. Alternative. We're not going with plan A, we're going with plan B. Right? An alternative plan. What do you think this is? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Figueroa.
Oil.
This is oil. Oil is a form of energy that we use, right? Well, these are alternate forms of energy. We have what right here as a class? Go ahead. What's this?
Women.
Wind, right? What's this?
Solar.
Solar. You got it. What's this?
Power plant.
It is a power plant. What kind?
Nuclear.
Nuclear. You've watched Simpsons, right? It's water, right? Or hydroelectric, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? What? All right, let's break it down. Break it down. So these are alternate forms of energy. Next up. So these are the Clovis points we talked about during vocabulary. So when you look at these kinds of things and think about the time period, we're talking millennia. Millennia ago, right? More than 1,000 years ago. So millennias ago, they made these. What does this tell you about the people? Side.
Use to kill stuff.
They use it to kill stuff. Okay, that's a good answer, but let's get somebody elaborating. Not my same people. I want to hear some other people that don't raise their hand as much. Who wants to take a guess? Jenny.
Yo, hey.
You look at this, yo, and what is this? What you look at that? Think thousands of years ago. What does this tell you about the people?
They killed all.
You don't know?
They were animals. Animals.
I'm hearing a bunch of voices. I'm not seeing raised hands. Was that you, Sheree? Did you say that? I heard it from this direction over here. Who said animals? So raise your hand. Yes, Sheree. What about animals? Animals made these? Animals made these?
From the animals.
They were from animals?
Yes.
You think these are made of animals?
No,
Oh, they're not. They're not. But I can see that people think that was bones. But I am looking for an answer that has to do with animals, Bianca. Say it again, say it louder. That's right. They hunted, right? Sure, Jenny.
Made them for survival.
Made them for survival in order to survive because they had to hunt those animals. Jose.
They were smart. They knew how to do that.
Say again.
They were smart. They were creative.
This is very difficult to make. In fact, I saw a video. We watched a video in my film class where they were fashioning things like this, and they had to strike a stone the proper way, in a certain proper way, and if they didn't do it, the thing would crumble. These people didn't have technology like we do, but they had an advancement, right? They were intelligent people that made these things, craftsmen. Okay? I'm going to continue. Millennia! We didn't come up with a great picture for millennia, but if you think, over many millennia, the continents shift, right? Thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Okay? Millennia. Alright, so, why do people migrate? Some are pushed to migrate, some are pulled to migrate, right? So, I've got some great comments here. Let me hear from Justin.
Well, sometimes they might pull it because of lack of resources or push themselves through the resource lack.
So, lack of resources, they may go somewhere for resources. Mooj.
Maybe when the place is hot, like there's not enough water, like no food.
Right, there's not...
Or shelter.
Right, shelter, food, water. Better, right? Excellent. Thank you, Muji. Bianca.
They wanted a
Can you elaborate on opportunities?
Like someone might come to America for better jobs.
Right, they might come to America for better jobs, better opportunities. And that's a way to get pulled. Your family goes to the United States, right? And they call back home, hey, the jobs are great here, come and join us. So you get pulled, right? Go ahead.
I say one for push. Sometimes they force you to go just to be their slave or something.
Man, slavery, right? We will get into that later, but you could be forced, right? You could certainly be forced to migrate. Okay, but let's continue. So the next thing we have a 2.5-minute video. And so what invention made it possible for humans to live in extremely cold temperatures? We're going to find out. Thank you. Grab the lights. Thank you.
Although our planet Earth has been a wonderful cradle for our species, at times the conditions here have been inhospitable.
Life in glacial Europe was really, really tough. On top of what?
Wow.
Much of North America, the northern part of North America, all Canada, and much of northern Europe, there are glaciers a mile thick. The glaciers influence every aspect of daily life.
Wow, we can really
Is it for this?
The glaciers control the temperature, the glaciers control the weather, the glaciers pull moisture out of the air. So life during the glacial maximum was a time of snow, but also a very dry time, which means there's fewer plants, and the animals are moving around a lot more. It's a world filled with predators, and humans were competing with lions, were competing with leopards, competing with wolves and bears. It was a tough time for our species to survive, but we did.
What humans have to survive is something that no other species has, and that's a level of adaptability that was completely unprecedented. During the Ice Age, you see humans figuring out how to do things to survive in this very cold climate. Humans don't need to adapt biologically, they don't need to evolve their bodies, they can just change their behaviors. They can learn new skills, build new tools, figure out new ways to hunt, new ways to stay warm. And that's what happened during the Ice Age.
The currency of the Ice Age is energy. Conserve energy. If you have more energy, you can have more children. You can do more things. What allowed our Ice Age ancestors to have more energy at their disposal? The needle.
The invention of the bone needle was a huge leap forward because they could take the skin of a furry beast, sew them back together again, and make it their own.
The needle allowed them to tailor clothing close to the body, to keep heat in. The quintessential feature of our species is cooperation and behavioral variability, and the two work together. We come up with different solutions to the same problem, and we work together to figure out which one is best to deploy under these circumstances.
So the Ice Age was this huge, as much as a challenge as an opportunity. They pushed their skills and they pushed their technology in a way that if they remained in one comfortable place, they might not have had to adapt so quickly.
Excellent. So, the quick big question, what was the major invention? Bianca? What was the major invention? The needle, right? Something that we totally take for granted, right? But imagine, if you will, right? Not being able to close your coat, right? All that heat gets out, you're done.
I have a question.
Yes?
So that's how they make the fur coats and all that.
That is how they're making those fur coats, yes. Now, I mean, it's a bigger process. I mean, there's sewing involved, but not like that. But let's continue and go on to, I'm going to read out document 1, okay? And then we have a new way that we're doing this, okay? So here we go. Document 1, the ascent of man. The Ice Ages required a change in the way man could live. They forced him to depend less on plants and more on animals. I'm hearing voices. You can say thank you if that's all right. So they forced him to depend less on plants and more on animals. The dangers of hunting on the edge of the ice also changed the ways early man hunted. It no longer made sense to stalk single animals. No, even if they were quite large. The better alternative was to follow herds, to learn and adopt their habits, including their wandering migrations. This meant places they settled were set by the animals they hunted. Okay? So now here's what we're going to do. The question is, based on this document, what is one way that humans adapted to the Ice Age? You'll notice here answers. What we are looking for is the best answer. Okay? And we know what the best answer is in this class. We know what criteria we're looking for, okay? So, think about it for about just a few more seconds, like 10. It's there, it's there. It's right here's the question. Okay? 3, 2, 1. All right, so what I want you guys to do is raise your hand in a fist like this. Show your power. You know what I'm talking about. There we go. Right? Let's get those hands up. Victor, come on. Let's go, guys. So what you're going to do is, this is answer 1, this is answer 2, this is answer 3, this is answer 4. I want you to show me what answer you're choosing. Okay? I'm seeing a lot of hands not up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just do this. You can keep it here. I don't care. Just so that it's on your thing too, right there. Okay? All right? All right? Let's go, guys. I need your cooperation. I need it. Thank you. Here we go. So, on the count of 3, I want you to give me a number. What number do you think is right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Give me a number.
Hey, I was correct.
3, 3, 3, 3. What number? 3. All right, hands down. I'm seeing a lot of 3s. So, what would you say if I told you 3 was not right?
What?
I wanna argue with you.
Okay. Figueroa wants to argue with me. Figueroa, argue with me.
I would have said that you're wrong. Because in the document, like the second sentence is no what the heck? What's
The second sentence you said.
Yeah. The second sentence it says they forced him to depend less on plants and more on animals.
What about number 4? What does number 4 say? Keyshawn. Okay, so what if I were to tell you that that is the correct answer?
4?
You did say 4? I'm so sorry. Now, Bianca, I thought you had a 3 up. I apologize. So you had a 4 up. Why did you choose 4? You read the reading, but why would you choose 4 over 3? Because you had a feeling it was right. Can anybody give me a reason? Dominique. Both of these answers say the same thing, but 4 says it better. Why? Sai.
Because in the document it says, in the sentence exactly says that.
Okay, there's something I'm looking for. Jenny.
They depended on
What's it saying in the document? What does it say here in 3? Dependent.
So the answer is 3.
It's 4 because it's paraphrased, people. Yes. I was asking for, I said it twice, the best answer. And you all know at this point in time that our best answer is always paraphrased. Yes, Sharice, thank you. So that's what we're doing, all right? So it is 4. Remember to paraphrase your answers, all right? And now it's time to continue on to our classwork. All right. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is silent read time, so read your documents. Okay? Minute 30.